Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. If you work overtime, you want to get paid for those hours, but that isn't always the case. There may be some good news for employees on that front. Also, if you leave your current job to take a job in another business, especially in your chosen profession, you may have a non-compete clause in your job agreement. There's also news on that front for employees, but a pushback from some businesses, business groups for protection of business interests that could delay implementation. So with me to tell us what has just happened on both fronts is the co-chair, Jim Reedy of he's co-chair of the Labor and Employment Group at the Sheen Finney Law Firm in Manchester, Concord, Portsmouth, the Upper Valley, and Boston. Jim Reedy, welcome.
Thanks so much, Fred.
Nice to have you here. What say you about this?
Well, this overtime change has been in the works for some time. In fact, the last time it changed was 2004. So some would say it was long overdue. And so it's a two-stage increase as proposed by the Department of Labor in July, and then again in January.
Yep. And now here's a New Hampshire law that has to mesh with that. And overtime law requires employer to pay 1.5 times the employee's regular pay for any hours over a 40-hour week. Overtime pay not required for working weekends or holidays. Do these mesh?
They do, and for the longest time, New Hampshire has followed the federal overtime laws. So yes, including some of the federal overtime law exceptions, like seasonal workers or seasonal places are not covered by the overtime law.
Now let's turn to non-competes. And here is the proposal, the Federal Trade Commission rule change, effective sometime this summer. Non-competes for all workers, including executives at 151,164, are banned. Then existing non-competes for senior executives remain in force, and existing non-competes for all other workers are not enforceable after August. Jim, this would be a big deal for most workers, but some business groups are pushing back, saying they have legitimate business interests and that the FTC doesn't have jurisdiction.
Yeah, there are a lot of legal issues in that regard, and back to one earlier point that, you know, some workplaces anticipated a change to the overtime rule. They didn't really anticipate this change to the standards for non-competes. So it's a broad ban by the FTC, and it's subject to potential legal challenges, including one from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce.
So we might not see this happen this summer.
Right, but I think in the meantime, both for the overtime rule and for the non-compete rule, employers are best advised to prepare, assuming they will be effective.
Now, New Hampshire has a law on this, and it says non-compete agreements must be provided to an employee at the time a job offer is extended, and non-compete agreements for employees earning $14.50 or less are invalid and unenforceable under that rule.
Yeah, New Hampshire followed what a lot of other states have done, which is continuing to narrow the scope and enforceability of non-compete agreements. Non-solicit agreements and non-disclosure agreements, they have to be conveyed to the applicant at the time of the job offer in New Hampshire. It's following a national trend, for sure.
Do we match up with what's been proposed?
There's a real question about this national ban and what that means because of the definition of a non-compete, which is broader than what the standard is. What
should be businesses doing right now that have non-compete clauses in their employees' agreements? What should they be doing?
They should be looking at those, and whether or not we'll look at the governing law, what state that is in. They'll look at, does this really make sense to protect the goodwill of our business? And are there alternatives, like a non-solicit or a non-disclosure agreement?
What's your looking ahead with all these suits that have already been filed? The U.S. Chamber of Commerce has filed a suit already, and there are others in process. How far out do you think this is going to be before we have some definite rules in place?
Well, so the overtime rule effective in July and in January. The last time this was proposed was 2016. It was blocked in the 11th hour. The FTC rule is effective in late August. Likely you'll see a change in that as well. You'll see a potential for blocking it or postponing it.
Jim Reedy, co-chair of the Labor and Employment Group at Sheen Finney Law Firm in Manchester and all over the place. Thank you for this briefing on overtime and non-compete.
My pleasure.
And if you missed part of this briefing, you can go to WMUR.com where it will be posted all this week.